Hello everybody, Bad Weather Freak here with another video. 2020 hurricane season update, and we have a few areas that we need to talk about. Now we just received our 11 a.m. update. Of course, all eyes are on Tropical Depression 13 at the moment. It seems to be the one of the main areas where potential impacts are going to be seen. As of the 11 a.m., Tropical Depression 13 is moving west-northwest at 25 miles an hour. A minimum pressure of 1,008 millibars and its max sustained winds of 35 miles an hour. So let's see what the National Hurricane Center says. Depression expected to become a tropical storm later today. So I'm probably thinking by tonight we're gonna have a tropical storm Laura. That's gonna be the name if it gets named. As soon as it becomes a tropical storm, of course it will get a name. But if it does become a tropical storm, it will become Laura. No changes in advisory from the 8 a.m. update, but we have summary and watches and warnings. Tropical storm watch is in effect for Saba and San Eustatius, I think that's how you pronounce it. St. Martin, Antigua, Barbuda, St. Kitts, Nevis, and Anguilla. And as far as a tropical storm watch, what it means is that within 48 hours, potentially you're going to feel the effects of tropical storm. Now, interest elsewhere in the northern Leeward Islands, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, they should all monitor this storm closely. As of the 11 a.m., the center of Tropical Depression 13 was located near latitude 16.0 north, longitude 52.0 west. The depression is moving at west-northwest at near 21 miles an hour. This motion is expected to continue for the next few days. On the forecast track, the depression is expected to move near or north of the northern Leeward Islands by late Friday and near or north of the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico on Saturday. So it seems like it's definitely going to slow down, and I will show you guys in a bit why. Maximum sustained winds are near 35 miles an hour with higher gusts. Gradual strengthening is forecasted, and the depression is expected to become a tropical storm later today. Hey, like I said before, 1,008 millibars. What are some of the effects that Puerto Rico and other of the Virgin Islands may experience? 1 to 3 inches of rain, isolated areas with 5 inches of rain, and a maximum of 3 to 6 inches over Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. Now, the next update is going to be at 2 p.m. All right, now that we got that covered, let's go back. Let's take a look at the wind speeds probabilities. So you can see, one thing I want to point out is this is going to change. This is a very, very big area. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds of miles of coast. So obviously that is going to change. We're going to have a better idea probably when the storm, I would say by Saturday, Sunday, we'll probably have a better idea when it should be around this area. So that's something that we will know better. But this is so far what we have as of the 11 a.m. 11 or 8, yeah, 11 or 8. Well, actually, this is the 8 a.m. So they didn't update this on the 11 a.m. update. Probably by 2 p.m. I think by the 2 p.m. they will update it. But so far, this is what we're looking at. As far as arrival time of winds, it got updated. 11 a.m. So it's slowing down. If you go back and look at the 8 a.m., 8 a.m. update, it showed Sunday at 8 p.m. more like here. So it looks like it's actually going to keep slowing down. So again, this is going to change, but it seems like it's going to be an overnight storm as usual. Seems like the majority of the storms do the same thing. I don't know why, but that seems to be the case. So we have to see if I'm just checking here. I didn't see making sure they're still recording. But anyways, going back to this, so it seems like it's definitely slowing down. That's one of the things that is catching our attention here, which is not good because, well, two things can pretty much happen. This is the thing. If it slows down, it picks up more steam, it gets stronger because it's going to have more time over water. And one thing I want to point out is this area here has a ton of upper heat content, not just warm water, but also upper heat content, which is more fuel that the storm is going to tap into, get stronger, and become a stronger hurricane, that's what is expected to be anyways. I'll show you some forecast models in a bit, but this is going to change for sure. Let's take a look at the warnings and cone. And yep, see, that updated. It's tropical. And actually, this is interesting because as of the 8 o'clock in the morning update, it had this track further south. And so the curve was going to happen, but it was going to be more like a sharp curve here. So, but this is something that it again, slowing down. See, 8 a.m. here, 8 a.m. Tuesday here. So it's 8 a.m. Sunday is actually all the way back here. So it's definitely expected to slow down. And now they're showing a hurricane. Before it was a tropical storm, strong tropical storm all the way through here. So now they're picking up and they say, hey, this has a very good potential to becoming a hurricane. So this is actually, we need to pay attention. Let's go back. Actually, well, let's take a look at tropical tidbits, and we really appreciate what Levi is doing regarding this work. I mean, this site is an amazing site to look at forecast models. Let's take a look at the quick satellite imagery. Let's see how this is. And let me go ahead and actually do it manually because I don't want it to start buffering here. But you can see how it's definitely picking up some steam, some more convection here. You're starting to get these feathers. This is basically the cloud looking like feathers. That means that a storm is actually intensifying, but it's gaining size. So that's actually not good, of course. Let's take a look at, let's see if they updated this. Okay, so this is updated, of course. This is what I showed you guys earlier, a few minutes ago. Spaghetti models. Yeah, spaghetti models, same thing. So you see that the majority of the spaghetti models are just ramming Florida. That's what we have as of right now. Again, this is going to change. Don't freak out, but start getting your preparations ready. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to, let me go ahead and pull up Home Depot real quick because I'm actually going to, today, as soon as I start recording or finish recording and uploading this video, I'm actually going to look this up. I'm going to go buy some. Let me see, just knot straps. They're called Hurricane, I think they're called anchors. I have my plywood already from Hurricane Irma. I keep them in the garage. So actually, they're still in pretty good shape. But this is basically what I'm looking at. So you can see $29 for a 25 pack. In my case, I'm going to need at least 46 of them to cover all my windows and my sliding back patio door. So this is a couple of these. It's going to be more than enough. Now, I like these because, first of all, it's a one-time deal. Meaning, you put them up and you don't have to deal with them again. As far as, because the biggest issue you encounter is that every time a storm comes, you got to drill a hole if you don't have one of these. So you're damaging constantly the concrete or the blocks on your house. Like my house, the outer portion of it is made out of blocks. So with one of these, it's a one-time deal. You drill a hole, you put this thing on, they stay always there. What I like about this, it has a wing nut, so it holds the plywood or whatever thing you're gonna use to hold to cover the windows. But what I like about it is when you're not using it, you can use this cap. So it's not a piece of ugly metal is sticking out of the block or the concrete or wood or brick, whatever your house is made out of. You use this piece of cover, and it basically makes it a little better looking. But this is a very thing that I will highly recommend, guys. Very, very good option here. Now going back to what we were talking about, let's go back. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, yeah, this is the 11 a.m. Okay, good. So if you notice, making landfall in South Florida. That's what it seems like as of right now is the case. Again, it's going to change. Guarantee it's going to change. Spaghetti models, the majority of them have it coming to Florida. Now the forecast intensity, we have the majority of forecast models saying it is going to be a hurricane. Anywhere from tropical storm to category 2 hurricane. That seems to be, but the majority of them have it here as a category, anywhere from category 1 to category 2 hurricanes, with a couple of forecast models taking it, blowing it up into a major hurricane. Can this happen? Very possible. It all depends. It all depends. We have to watch and see. Now let's go back. Let's see to this site, and let's shift gears a little bit to 97L, which I heard rumors again that the Weather Channel apparently was already talking about 97L like if it was Tropical Depression 14. It's who knows. But this is the latest on tropical, or what is soon to be Tropical Depression 14. Not right now, it's 97L. And this here, it's gonna change because we don't know until it makes landfall in the Yucatan Peninsula. We don't know what's gonna happen exactly with this particular storm. We have to wait. Once it comes over, and it reemerges into either Bay of Campeche, or it looks like it's gonna be the Gulf of Mexico. That's when we're going to have a better idea. So all of you folks that are from all the way from New Zealand, from New Orleans, not New Zealand. That's a very long way to New Zealand, but New Orleans, all the way to Texas, Mexico, Central America, you all have to be paying attention because at this point, all this is fair game. We're going to have to see once it comes out and it reemerges in the Gulf. That's when we're going to have a better idea as far as what is going to happen with this particular storm. But it's too early to tell. Again, this could disrupt it completely, just shred it, and it reemerges down here. It reemerges here. I mean, so that's going to change dramatically, of course, the scenario. So that's why we don't know exactly where it's going to go. But let's let me go back to tropical tidbits and. Okay, did I close it? Yeah, it looks like I did close it. Okay, let me put it up again because I want to show you the forecast model. So let's see if they did update it. So tropical tidbits, great site again. Go check it out. Support Levi. He has done an amazing job here. Now let's take a look and see what the forecast models are saying for this particular soon to be Laura. This is the GFS. Okay, GFS has it basically strengthening, staying off the main Antilles here, or the main islands. 983, and again 978 making landfall in South Florida, and kind of re-emerging into west coast of Florida, and strengthening again, and actually fairly decent, strong hurricane. Making landfall in the Florida Panhandle. It looks like maybe this looks like Panama City. That seems to be the case for the GFS. Now let's take a look and see what the European model has. European model seems to be kind of weird, not showing anything actually at all for that particular storm. Now let's check out the new GFS. New GFS, it has it kind of ramming in through Puerto Rico, and that's pretty much about it. But then you notice here how 97L is starting to basically intensify, and it's actually a decent sized storm here, almost completely missing the Yucatan Peninsula. This will be a worst case scenario. If it does this and it kind of barely makes any land interaction and it comes up into the Gulf, I mean, this can intensify dramatically. So that's something that we need to pay attention for. Now, as far as the Canadian model, so Canadian model actually shows a decent sized storm. So you see how it's just increasing in size, showing 97L here, kind of weak as it re-emerged into the Gulf after ramming into or making landfall into Yucatan Peninsula. But this is a strong storm there. See, the Canadian model has a different approach. It looks like it makes either a Miami or a West Palm Beach, Stuart, Florida landfall. For my case, this will be a worst case scenario because I am located in Central Florida, roughly about there. So that will take it very, very close to my location, and potentially even the external circulation actually going over us. Now you notice here intensifies, also makes landfall in Mexico actually, and not in Texas. That's a scenario. Let's see what the Navy says. See, the Navy has a kind of a similar scenario as the Canadian model. Landfall in South Florida, not as strong, but still a hurricane. and it just basically completely affects the whole state. But it shows an intensifying storm as a 97L here in the Gulf, straight to Texas. This looks like a very similar scenario, like according to the Navy model, to Harvey in 2017, where basically just started picking up steam around the same area, and then we saw what happened, intensifying to a Category 4 hurricane and a made landfall in Texas. But again, this is just too far out. I mean, this is 144 hours out. It's too early to tell. I wouldn't. I'll take it with a grain of salt. Let's take a look at another forecast model here. See, this forecast model actually has it as a much stronger storm, making landfall at Cocoa Beach area potentially as 950. I mean, that's a fairly strong storm. Kind of like, in a sense, this is a better scenario because it kind of makes landfall, but it hugs the coast, and it just doesn't go inland into Florida. So that actually will be a better option. The HMON. Let's see the HMON, and these are intensity models. See, this is a worst case scenario here. The HMON, it disagrees. It kind of has a further south, stronger, making landfall around Miami as a 954. That's actually a strong storm, just completely crossing the state and re-emerging. See, and actually a 975 in the Tampa Bay area. So that's actually interesting, because it doesn't lose a lot of steam, and it's going to re-emerge into the Gulf. Most likely will get picked up and make another landfall somewhere in the Florida Panhandle. So if it keeps this intensity, I mean, this is going to continue strengthening until, I mean, the Gulf is, the water temperatures in the Gulf are extremely warm right now. I mean, there's sections here where it's 90 degrees, 91, 92 degrees. This is just extremely warm for the storms to tap in and really, really intensify. But this is a bad case scenario. Again, it's gonna change. I mean, this is going to change. But pay attention, guys. Just keep an eye on. Don't freak out, but start getting your preparations ready. We will know better until probably Saturday, Sunday. I will say Saturday we will have a better idea. But start getting ready, guys. I can emphasize it enough. Personally, I'm going to go to Home Depot or Lowe's and pick up some of those hurricane anchors and work on that this weekend, because it's looking like it's going to be a Florida impact. Where? Who knows? But it's definitely going to be a Florida impact. Seems like it. Again, it could change. The error margin is hundreds of miles wide. So at this point, we don't know. But start getting ready. Like my video. Subscribe to my channel. Put your comments or questions below in the comment section, and I will see you guys later.